A Parody by William Shenstone. And first Philander, first there came with the Avon Rose's winding stream, the nymphs, the brisk with swains so gay to see Asteria, queen of May. The parsons around her praises sung, the steeples with her praises rung. Afford no sight that e'er was seen could match the sight of Barrett's green. But now, since old Virginia died, the chief of poets and the pride, now meaner bards in vain aspired, raise their voice to tune the lyre. The lovely season now is o'er, the notes floreal please no more. No more Asteria smiles as seen at you, the sweets of Barrett's green. A Simile by William Shenstone. Old village but has sometimes seen the clumsy shape, the frightful mien, the tremendous claws and shaggy hair of that grim brute clapped a beer. He from his dam the learned degree received the curious form you see, of the plastic tongue alone produced visage like her own, and thus the hint in mystic fashion the powerful force of education. Perhaps young crowd of swains is viewing even now the strange exploits of Bruin, or plays his antics roars aloud of the wonder of a gaping crowd. So I have known an awkward lad, whose birth has made a parish glad, forbid for fear of sense to roam, and taught by kind mamma at home, who gives him many a well-tried rule with ways and means to play the fool. And since the same, with stature higher, he shines along a rural squire, pours forth on witty jokes and swords, and boards and drinks, but chiefly stars. His tenants of superior sense carouse and laugh at his expense, and deems the pastime unrelenting to be as pleasant as to be abating. Comparison by William Shenstone. 'Tis by comparison we know in every object to bestow its proper share of praise, that each alike perfection be of what beauty the divinely fair could admiration raise. Amidst the lucid bands of night, see, as Paris, serenely bright, adorns the distant skies, but languishes amidst the blaze of brightly soil's meridian rays, or silver's brighter eyes. And ever nightingale complains, like the melancholy strains and praise the tuneful bird. But vainly might the strainer throw, the vainly exalt each swelling note, should silver's voice be heard, when on the violet's purple bed, as supiner as my weary head of fragrant pillow charms, it soon should's languid bliss set fly with silver but for lost supply, and take me to her arms. Alabaster wonders white, though the marble's polish strikes my sight, when silver is not seen. Ah, faint with whitest ground, and rough appears a polished stone, compared with silver's mien. Rose o'er supreme plains, flowers animate the blooming rains, of undisputed powers, placed near cheeks celestial yet, its purple lost, its lustre fled, delights the sense no more. Cupid and Plutus by William Shenstone. When Celia, love's eternal foe, at rich old Comus first was married, and angry Cupid came to know his shafts had erred, his bow miscarried. He sighs, he wept, he hung his head on the cowed ground, full sad he laid him, and Plutus with a fortune led, with desponding plight surveyed him. And sure, he cried, you'll own at last your boasted power by mine exceeded. Say, wretched boy, in all is past, a little she have succeeded. For success you would essay, gild youngster, doubly gild your errors, live with feathered shafts the veil, the wing from Mars, doves and sparrows. And for each reed, each error grew, where Venus wafted herself depend on't, 'twere more for use, for beauty too, a diamond sparkled at the end on't. Peace, Plutus, peace, the boy replied, were not my arts by yours infest, I could each other power deride, and rule the circle unmolested. See yonder pair no worldly views, and close generous breast resides, love bade her the spruce valley choose, and she by potent love was guided. With she quits her golden dreams, and gilt couch no more she ranges, and her rich crimson bright with gems, for cheeks empearled with tears she changes. Or so did Celia, and your powers, think not so monstrous my disgrace is. You gained this nymph at the very hour, I gained a score in different places. Daphne's Visit by William Shenstone. Ye birds, for whom I reared the grove, of melting lace salute my love, Daphne with your notes detain, or have reared my grove in vain. Ye flowers before footsteps rise, displayed once your brightest eyes, which ye opening charms may see, what are all your charms to me? Kind Sapphire, brush each fragrant flower, and shed its odours around my bower, or nevermore, or gentle wind, shall from thee refreshment find. Your streams, ere your banks are loved, ere your native sounds improved, may each soft murmur soothe my fear, or twill deepen my despair. And thou, my grot, whose lonely bones melancholy pine surrounds, definite praise for peaceful gloom, or thou shalt prove for Damon's tomb. Flirt and Phil by William Shenstone. A wit, by learning well refined, a Beau, but of a rural kind, to Sylvia made pretences, that both professed an equal love, yet hoped by different means to move her judgment of her senses. Young sprightly Flirt, of blooming mien, watched the best minutes to be seen, went, when his glass advised him, where meagre full of brooks inquired, a wit for wit, and parts admired, and witty ladies prized him. Sylvia had wit, had spirits too, to hear the one, the other view. Suspended held the scales, a wit, a youth too, claimed its share. Let none the preference declare, but turn up, heads or tails. Hymn from Voiture by William Shenstone. Let soulless annual journeys run, and when the radiant task is done, confess, all the globe, 'twould pose him to match the charms that Celia shows him. And should he boast he once had seen, and just a form as bright in mien, he must yet still forever pose him to match what Celia never shows him. Inscription from Medicinal Fountain at the Leasowes by William Shenstone. A sacred nymph whose pious care pours from one urn this mineral rill, whose sealing draughts like crystal fair and pleasing murmurs hear distill, who guides the stream and joys to dwell, the murmur soft with views agree, Mephibius horn with hollowed bell, all the sisters learn of thee. Ode to a Young Lady by William Shenstone. Survey my fair the lucid stream, and on the smiling valley stray. Would art attempt or fancy dream to regulate its winding way? So pleased have you thy shining hair, in loose dishevelled ringlets flow, not all thy art, not all thy care, can there one single grace bestow. Survey again with verdant hill, with native plains enamelled o'er, say, can the painter's utmost skill instruct one flower to please us more? As vain it were with artful dye to change the bloom white cheeks disclose, and, O my Laura, ere she try the fresh vermilion paint the rose. Hark how the woodlark's tuneful throat can every study's grace excel, and art constrain the rambling note, and will she law play so well? Ever keep thy native ease, by no pedantic law confined, for Law's voice is formed to please, that Law's words be not unkind. Ode to Indolence by William Shenstone. Ah, why forever on the wing persists my rich soul to roam? Why, ever cheated, strives to bring or pleasure or contentment home? Thus a poor bird that draws his name from paradise's honoured groves, careless fatigues his little frame, nor finds a resting place he loves. Low on a rural mossy bed my limbs with careless ease reclined. Ah, gentle sloth, indulgence spread with same soft bandage on my mind. But why should lingering thought invade, yet every worldly prospect cloy? Lend me, soft sloth, thy friendly aid, and give me peace, the bard of joy. Love's for yon calm and silent flood, that never ebbs, that never flows, protected by the circling wood from each tempestuous wind that blows. Night on its bank shall rise, where oft the Voiture shall be found, or timeful autumn lights the skies, and sickening Voiture fades around. Ye busy race, ye factious train, but haunt ambition's guilty shrine, no more perplex the world in vain, but offer here your woes of mine. And thou, puissant queen, be kind, if thou hast shared the balmy power of earth's vague act of mind, to leave for thee the rural bower, dissolve in sleep each anxious care, each unavailing sigh remove, and only let me wake to share the sweets of friendship and of love. On Certain Pastorals by William Shenstone. So rude and tuneless are thy lays, thy audience vow is not the Arcadian swain that sings, but 'tis his herds that low. Slender's Ghost by William Shenstone. Beneath a churchyard yew, decayed and worn with age, at dusk of each methought I spied poor Slender's ghost, and whimpering cried, O sweet Anne Page! Ye gentle bards, give ear, who talk of a Moor's rage, who spoil the lily, rob the rose, come learn of me to weep your woes, O sweet Anne Page! Why should such laboured strains your formal muse engage? If never dreamed of flame or dart, that fired my breast or pierced my heart, but sighed, O sweet Anne Page! And you, whose love-sick minds no medicine can assuage, accuse the leech's art no more, but learn of Slender to implore, O sweet Anne Page! And ye, whose souls are held like linnets in a cage, who talk of fetters, links, and chains, attend and imitate my strains, O sweet Anne Page! And you, who boast or grieve, what horrid wars ye wage, of wounds received from many an eye, yet mean as I do when I sigh, O sweet Anne Page! Hence every fond conceit of shepherd or of sage, 'tis Slender's voice, 'tis Slender's way expressed all you have to say, O sweet Anne Page! The Attribute of Venus by William Shenstone. Yes, full thee eyes like Venus fair, as all her bloom and shape and air, but still to perfect every grace she wants to smile upon her face. The crown majestic Juno wore, and Cynthia's brow the crescent bore, and helmet marked Minerva's mien, that smiles distinguished beauty's queen. Her train was formed of smiles and laughs, a chariot drawn by gentle stoves. From her zone the nymph may find his beauty's providence to be kind. Then smile, my fair, and all whose aim aspires to paint the Cyprian dame, or with their breath and living stone should take their forms from you alone. Beau to the Virtuous by William Shenstone. Hail, curious wigs, to whom so fair the form of mortal flies is, or deem those grubs beyond compare which common sense despises. Whether o'er hill, moors, or mound you make your sportsman's sallies, or with your praying gardens fond, and search for walks and alleys, yet in the view of your chase no slow could e'er retard you, blessed if on fly repay the race, or painted wing reward you. Fierce or Camilla o'er the plain pursued the glittering stranger, so like the purple's pleasing stain it knew not fear nor danger. 'Tis to dispense favourite meat to nature's filmy people, and know what conserves they choose to eat, and what liquors to tipple. And, if a brood of insects dies, your sage assistance lend her, can stop the pimp for Moor's flies and help him to endanger. 'Tis you protect the pregnant hour, and at the birth's at hand, exerting your obstetric power, prevent the mothless land. Or, however your towering view above gross object rises, whatever firmaments you pursue, here what a friend advises, a friend who wealth of yours must prize Domitian idle passion, that wrought the death of teasing flies, but never propagation. Let Flavia's eyes more deeply warm, nor was your hearts determine, to slight Dame Nature's fairest form, and sigh for nature's vermin, and speak with some respect of birks, no more strifeless treat them, as better than to save one clothes than chase moths that eat them. The Dying Kid by William Shenstone. A wretched mortals we, our brightest days and fleetest pinions fly, yet here bedews my dear Leah's eyes to think yon playful kid must die. On crystal spring and flowery mead must in his prime of life recede. A violent sport of circles around she saw him wheel and frisk and bound, from rock to rock pursue his way and on the fearful margin play. Pleased in his various freaks to dwell, she saw him climb a rustic cell, whence I my lawns the further bright, and seemed not ravished at the sight. She tells of what delight he stood to trace his features in the flood, and skipped aloof with quaint amaze, and then drew near again to gaze. She tells me how with eager speed he flew to hear my vocal read, how with critic face profound and steadfast ear devoured the sound. As every frolic light air deserves the gentle Delia's care, and tears bedew a tender eye to think the playful kid must die. But knows my Delia timely wise how soon this blameless earth lies, where violence and craft succeed, and fair design and ruthless deed. Soon would the wine his wounds deplore, and yield the purple gifts no more, as soon erased from every grove where Delia's name and Strephon's love. No more was Beau as might Strephon see, where first he fondly gazed on we, no more was beds of flowers find, which with my charming brows he twined. Each wayward passion soon would tear's bosom, no so void of care, and when they left his ebbing vein, what but incipient age remain? The mourn on the decrees of fate, that gave his life so short a date, I rejoice my tenderest sighs, to think that youth so swiftly flies. Halcyon by William Shenstone. Why o'er the verdant banks of Voice does yonder Halcyon speed so fast? 'Tis all because she would not lose favoured calm that will not last. The sun of azure paints the skies, the stream reflects each flowery spray, and fruitful of a time she flies to take her fill of love and play. See her, and rugged Boaz blows, warm in some rocky cell remain, to seek for pleasure, while she knows what only when enhance the pain. "'Tis Kent," she cries, "for hated shower, before my limpid waves today, who have chose a fair hour to take my fill of love and play. You, too, my Sylvia, sure will own, life's so seasons swiftly roll, and when our youth o'er health has flown, to think of love but shocks the soul. Could Damon but deserve thy charms, as though Damon's only theme, he flies quick to Celia's arms, as on the Hellespont steams the stream. The Invidious by William Shenstone. O Fortune, if my prey of old was ne'er solicitous for gold, with better grace thou mayst allow my suppliant wish that ask it no. Yet think not, goddess, I require it, for the same end your clones desire it. In a well-made effectual string, fain would I seal the video swing, hear him from Tyburn's height haranguing, but such a cure's not worth one's hanging. Give me, O goddess, store of pelf, he will Tyburn not himself. The Landskip by William Shenstone. How pleased with him my native bowers, so well I passed the day, was ever seen staked with flowers, where we flowers so gay. How sweetly smiled the hill, the vale, and all the landskip round, ever gliding down the dale, the hill with beeches crowned. But now when urged by tender woes, I speed to meet my dear, that hill and stream my zeal oppose, and check my fond career. No more, since Daphne was my theme, the wonted charms I see, at verdant hill and silver stream, divide my love and me. The Princess Elizabeth in a prisoner at Woodstock by William Shenstone. To hear how once repining great Eliza captive lay, each ambitious fort resigning foes to riches, pomp, and sway. How the nymphs and swains delighted tripped around in all their pride, envying joy's bar was slighted, as the royal maiden cried. Bred on plains, or born in valleys, who would bid for scenes that you, stranger to the arts of malice, who would ever courts pursue? Malice never taught to treason, censor never taught to beer. Love is all the shepherd's pleasure, love is all the damsel's care. How can they of humble station vainly blame the powers above, or accuse the dispensation which allows them all to love? Love like air is widely given, power nor chance can these restrain. Truest, noblest gifts of heaven are only purest on the plain. Peers can no such charms discover, all in stars and garters dressed, as on Sundays does the lover with his nosegay on his breast. Pinks and roses in profusion, sate to fade when close near. Forbes may use the same illusion, but the shepherd is sincere. Hark to yonder milkmaid singing, chilling of a brimming pail. Cowslips all around her spring, sweetly paint the golden veil. Never yet did courtly maiden move so sprightly, look so fair, never breast of jewels laden, pour songs so void of care. Would indulgent heaven had granted me some rural damsel's part, all the empire had wanted, when it been my shepherd's heart. When with him o'er hills and mountains, free from fetters might I rove, feel estates to crystal fountains, peaceful sleep bend the grove. Rustics had been more forgiving, partial to my virgin bloom. None had envied me when living, none had triumphed o'er my tomb. The Rosebud by William Shenstone. See, Daphne, see, Florilio cried, and learn the sad effects of pride. What shall that rose so safe concealed, quickly blasted when revealed? Some warm, attractive race tempts it to wanton in the blaze. Gale succeeds from eastern skies, and on its blushing radiance dies. So you, my fair, of charms divine, will quit the plains, the font to shine. The fame's transporting race allure, or here more happy, more secure. A breath of some neglected maid shall make you sigh, your left for shade. A breath to beauty's bloom unkind is to the rose and eastern wind. The nymph replied, "Your first, my swain, confine your sonnets to the plain. When envious tongue like disarms you of your wit, me of my charms. What is unknown the poet's skill, or what unheard the tuneful thrill? What unadmired or charming mien, or what the rose's blush unseen?" The Shepherd's Song by William Shenstone. My banks were furnished with bees, whose murmur invites one to sleep. My grottos are shaded with trees, and my hills are white over with sheep. I seldom have met with the loss such health do my fountains bestow. My fountains are bordered with moss, where the harebell and violet grow. Not a pine in my grove is there seen, but with tendrils of woodbine is bound. Not a birch more beautiful green, but a sweet briar entwines it around. Not my fields in the prime of the year more charms than my cattle unfold. Not a brook that is limpid and clear, but it glitters with fishes of gold. The Skylark by William Shenstone. Go, tuneful bird, that gladdest the skies, let his windows beat thy way, and there on quivering pinions rise, and their vocal art display. If she deign thy notes to hear, and if she praise thy maiden song, tell the sounds that soothe the ear, to Damon's native plains belong. Tell her in livelier plums arrayed, the bird from Indian groves may shine, and ask the lovely partial maid, what are his notes compared to thine. Then bid her treat yon witless peer, and all his flaunting race with scorn, and lend an ear to Damon's woe, who sings her praise and sings forlorn. To a lady of quality fitting up a library, by William Shenstone. What is science, what is art, of the pleasure we impart? Your trophies which the learned pursue, through endless, fruitless toils, adieu. What can the tedious tomes bestow, to soothe the miseries they show? What like the bliss for him decreed, who tends his flock and tunes his reed? Say, wretched fancy, must we find from all that glads the simplest hint, a revered object which supplies a charm for two discerning eyes? The polished bard of genius vain endures a deeper sense of pain, as each invading blast devours richest fruits with fairest flowers. Sages of irksome waste of time, with deepest cant of knowledge climb, and from the towering heights they scale, beyond contentment range the vale. Yet why, Asteria, tell us why we scorn the crowd when you are nigh? Why then does reason seem so fair? Why learning when deserve our care? Who can unpraised your shafts behold, while you so fair a proof unfold? What force the brightest genius draws from polished wisdom's written laws? Where are our humbler tenets flown? What strange perfection bids us own, but bids us toilsome science dwells, and happy is he who most excels? Upon a Visit to a Lady of Quality by William Shenstone. On fair, mysterious, blissful plains, the ever-blooming fancy reigns, or pleased we pass the winter's day, and shamble dull-eyed spleen away. No linnet from the leafless bough pours forth a note melodious now, but all admire Asteria's tongue, nor wish the linnet's vernal song. No flowers emit the transient race, yet true Asteria's wit displays, the rice tints more glowing lines, and the perennial beauty shines. Rifle groves and fettered streams, but ill befriend the poet's dreams. Asteria's presence wakes the lyre, and well supplies poetic fire. The fields have lost their lovely dye, and the cheerful azure decks the sky. Yet still we bless the lowering day, Asteria smiles, and all is gay. Hence let the muse no more pursue, to blame the winter's grey gloom, accuse his loitering hours no more, but the envious haste deplore. For soon from wit and friendship's reign, the social hearth, the sprightly wane, I go to meet the coming year on savage plains and deserts drear. I go to the feet when pleasure's flown, nor find with spring my loss atone, when in the flowered sweets of May with pride recall was winter's day. Valentine's Day by William Shenstone. They say that under distant skies no youth of fact deny, what first attracts an Indian's eye becomes his deity. Perhaps a lily or a rose which has the morning's ray may to the waking swain disclose the regent of the day. Perhaps a plant in yonder grove, enriched with fragrant power, may tempt its vacant eyes to rove where blooms the sovereign flower. Perched on the cedar's topmost bough, and gay with gilded wings, perchance the patron of his woe some artless linnet sings. The swain with the ways so pleased, afraid when low to earth he bends, and owns upon a friendly aid his health, his life depends. Vain futile idols, bird of flower, to tempt the votary's prayer. Who would his humble homage to her should behold my fair? Yes, might the pageant's waking eyes so Flavia's beauty range, he there would fix his lasting choice, nor dare, nor wish to change. Written at an inn at Henley by William Shenstone. To thee, fair freedom, I retire. Flattery casts and dice and din, nor art thou found in mansions higher than the low cot or humble inn. This year with boundless power I reign, and every health which I begin converts their ports to bright champagne, such freedom crowns it at an inn. I fly my pomp, I fly from plate, I fly from falsehood's specious grin. Freedom I love, and form I hate, and chose my lodgings at an inn. Here wait I take my sordid ore, which lake ice else might hope to win. It buys what courts have not in store, it buys me freedom at an inn. Though thou hast travelled life dull round, ere his stages may have been, may sigh to think he still has found the warmest welcome at an inn. Written in a flower book by William Shenstone. Bring, Flora, bring thy treasures here, the pride of all the blooming year, and let me whence a garland frame to crown this fair, this peerless dame. Ah, since envious winter lowers, feudal meads resign their flowers, let art and friendship's joint essay diffuse their flowers in her way. But nature can herself prepare a worthy wreath of Lesbia's hair, whose temper like a forehead smooth, whose thoughts and accents formed to soothe, whose pleasing mien and make refined, whose artless breast and polished mind, from all the nymphs of plain or grove, deserved and won by Plymouth's love.